currently at this right now. This one I'm running solo temporarily. Hopefully someone will jump in that I have in chat. But yeah, history lesson on Bioware and Dragon Age. Anybody who knows my playlist can definitely tell I know a lot about the Dragon Age series. And the rise and fall on it. And Bioware, which is going to be a very interesting history lesson we're going to have on here, because I'm going to have a lot to say, and I'm probably going to blow my voice completely out of the water, which is going to be even more bad. Bad for me in every other way, but hey, what can I say? It's a history lesson. History lessons involving this specific game, well, history lessons involving Dragon Age and Bioware in general are going to be long. And hopefully I don't have to pull part 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey Dustin. How you doing? But, yes, this is Dragon Age Inquisition that we're playing right now, or I'm playing. Not doing a full run through this, because actually this whole game can take a couple hundred hours. Not joking. If you do a 100% playthrough run, it can take a couple hundred hours. Which might sound completely insane, but hey, I at one point during the for the PlayStation 3 put a lot of hours in this. And as well in the one for the original one. The original Dragon Age, I put a ton of hours in that too, which was a lot of hours. A lot of hours. If anybody has any questions on Dragon Age Origins, like literally in general thing, okay, let's start with Bioware in general. Bioware, I believe, started on the Baldur's Gate series. Yes, Baldur's Gate for the PC. So Bioware already by general had that. They got the real big kicks. They worked on Baldur's Gate, Baldur's Gate 2. I'm not sure on the Guild Wars, as I'm not sure on that one. Don't quote me on everything. They did the ever infamous Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah, everyone's played that little game. I'm pretty dang sure they've played Knights of the Old Republic KOTOR. They worked on an MMO at one point, which is still ongoing, although I don't know if it's still I played a little bit, but once you reach a level cap on a lot of areas, Knights of the Old Republic, the MMO, there's that one for the PC. You better have a good running PC. I did play around on it, but I did dabble in it for a little bit last year or this year. I did a video when I thought of that. Also, this game has a ton of crafting. I mean, they already had crafting some in the other one, but they took it to the nth degree in this one. For example, I just slayed a goat. Goodbye, goats. I don't like goats. Goats can go. Give me the goat hide. Because, well, you were supposed to drop the goat hide. Because, yeah, you need to kill animals and all other stuff to get, basically crafting materials. They went with the crafting route really big in this. I already mentioned Bioware. Now you're probably wondering, what does pertain to Dragon Age series? Well, I did do originally when I first started out, very tiny, a small series of basically, and I'm wearing a bathrobe before I got the lab coat. Lighting looks horrible. I look disheveled. I look horrible even in that series. A small Dragon Age Origins series, and I even stayed in that small series. I had to stop at Copa and a lot of other stuff when Nukage went on. But in that series, I just looking at Dragon Age Origins in general, and in every area I could give you tons of lore that was supposed to be self-contained to Dragon Age Origins alone. For example, right
Mother
here in this
Giselle cannot
specific
be far.
section, unlike Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age tried to fix what Dragon Age 2 caused, where you were stuck playing as Hawk, a human. And what made Dragon Age Origins appear is you could play as a dwarf, an elf, and a human. Yeah, typically your typical token setting. There was only like one Kunari, and that was Sten. Which was interesting in that itself. Sten is alone. Oh, yeah, I didn't tell you, John. You know the party chat's open for them to hear your ranting on how much you hate what happened to Dom, as I'm giving a history lesson on Bioware by myself. Poor Dom. Poor John's having to play through the old Gear series. But in this one, by the way, here's a good question. I'm supposed to get to close this giant hole in the sky. I either gotta help either two sides, the mage faction or the freaking Templar faction. The Templars who work for religious zealots, or the mages that have been basically highly oppressed throughout the entirety of the series. What fun choices we have at the start. If you know how the Society of the Chantry is, yeah, you don't really want to help the Templars, but they try to even it out because you're giving Colin, who's a jackass in the original game, but he became a much better character in this game and in Bitten 2. Also, this game literally takes place right after 2, because during 2 you were going through a 10-year time period, being told to you by a very unreliable narrative, Varric. Hello, are you subscribed? I cannot see you on the subscribe button. You were silent. Stupid YouTube and hiding the algorithm.
Be ready. More coming our way.
Wait, look at all these pissed off Templars and stuff I'm dealing with. That's lovely people. Do I mention that the reason why I would not blame the mages for revolting, because the Templars will quite literally cut out your soul? I believe I talked about that in a lore video, which those videos are really bad, but still. So, yeah, this is just a lovely coincidence I have to choose in the very beginning of the game to pull the breach, the Templars or the Mages faction. It's really faction-based, too. Because the whole game you're dealing with the war between the Templars and the now there are 2 other DLCs which expand on the Elf War and all them, which is Trespasser, which was the last one, which might as well have been the best gas for the Dragon Age series, and a lot of that. Now, there's Dragon Age 4. It's in development hell. For what I know, I've heard they might turn into an MMO, which
we are victorious once more.
Would be interesting, yet odd at the same time. But they're already going that route with Assassin's Creed, so. But Assassin's Creed is its own little story, which I can do on Assassin's Creed playing. Why Assassin's Creed turned into an MMO, I could have seen that coming from a mile away. Oh great, now the Inquisition is claiming territories. This is still not a good idea. Not to mention the Inquisition is not supported by the Chantry at this point. Which the Chantry is the version which you might as well call the Pope. I mean, the Catholic Church of Rome. And yeah, and religious zealots.
Turn to noble purpose. Their magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
What?
Hush, dear boy. Allow them to ease your suffering.
Mother Giselle.
Now, they bring up characters that are only mentioned in the books. Cole
And
later
you must
on.
be the one
He's
they're
in the
calling
book
the
that.
Herald of Andraste.
Also, I don't want to be called that.
Not through any choice of mine.
We seldom have much say in our fate, I'm sad to say.
So you agree with them?
I don't presume to know the Maker's intentions, or any of us. But I did not ask you to come simply to debate with me.
Then why am I here?
I know of the Chantry's denouncement, and I am familiar with those behind it.
Yeah, imagine being denounced by the
I won't
Catholic
lie.
Church as an unofficial organization. That's not going to turn out so good for you. And the Catholic Church in this setting basically is very powerful.
Some are simply terrified. So many good people.
Because
senselessly taken
you rely on them
lives.
for funding. And lots of other things.
What happened was horrible.
Fear makes us desperate, but hopefully not beyond reason. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
Oh yeah, what do I appeal to these people? They're zealous!
Appeal to them.
If I thought you were incapable,
Oh hey Libra.
I wouldn't suggest it.
Will they even listen?
Let me put it this way.
Okay, what's going on?
No, I'm just
Woke
doing a
up.
history lesson on Dragon Age and Bioware in general. And was telling what, basically I was right now just doing massive exposition of what I know of Dragon Age lore. And stuff like that. And then basically Inquisition follows the Mass Effect wheel and went hacky slashy route. Kind of like what Final Fantasy 15 did. Documentary series on that's their hacky slashy. They also fixed the Dragon Age problem was really broken in 2, but they kind of fixed it to a degree in this one. But they didn't. It's not as fine-tuned the relationship stuff as it was in Dragon Age Origins. But as I've constantly stated, Origins was meant to be a self-contained game. The only auxiliary work they had to it was the Frozen Throne, or like the Stolen Throne. God, the Frozen Throne is Warcraft. That would be bad. Sorry, all Warcraft fans. I accidentally stole your title.
Corporal Vale is coordinating the Inquisition's efforts in the area. We should speak with him.
Did you not take any stuff for your sinuses right now, Libra? You sound horrible.
Oh, that.
And you're
no,
live.
I haven't. No, it's fine. I know you. I figured you were doing it live. It's fine. I just woke up. Give me a minute.
Yeah, which basically means I need to find stuff for this. They put tons of side quests in Dragon Age Inquisition to make up for this. That's why I said this can literally turn into a 100-hour plus game if you do a 100% run playthrough, which I've done. Also, I've done that on Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and that if you're friends, anyone will tell you I've got almost 200 hours in that game because I did a 100% playthrough and getting all 3 houses versions of the story. Fun. I can be a bit of a completionist, not if need be. As I always said, if you enjoy the content and history stuff, hit the subscribe, but hey, I will do a shameless plug on that.
Damn neck.
Tell me about that Libra, like my neck, messed up my neck a little bit because of the way I slept. I'm not going to also point out that the fact there's demon portals everywhere in this game, which, oh yeah, they tried to also fix with the top-down symmetric thing.
Here, I'll go take my antihistamines. I'll be back.
Yeah, they were trying to please a lot of audiences at once in this, and anybody who was being alienated, because about this time, guess what game had come out that didn't do so well, that kind of was the death of Bioware in a way, and Trespasser is literally the last hurrah. that game would be Mass Effect Andromeda, which bombed badly. When I mean bombed, I mean was blasted. With good reason. When the game came out, it was a buggy mess. I unfortunately suffered that, but it was like a few months later and it was still a buggy mess. I don't know if it's fixed today.
The apostates have gone mad with power.
The Templars aren't looking any better here.
Oh, also mages are like still the most broken classes in the Dragon Age setting, which unfortunately I chose to be a rogue. Ah. Now they had an interesting effect in this. You go down there and you can res your person.
I think I saw in the gameplay that you can revive one of your characters.
Oh yes, you can. That makes the game more broken as hell if you know how to combo. It doesn't help that they added a shit ton of dragons, optional bosses, which I beat on the PS4 version. And they make it a lot more harder to find a damn wheel. Since I haven't played it. Oh, they were trying to go to use the controller or a mouse and keyboard. But you can definitely tell they went for the console route over the mouse and keyboard, whereas Dragon Age Origins feels like a mouse and keyboard game put on consoles, which is still fun. Dragon Age Origins suffers one teensy little problem. The cache can overload, which will slow your loading time for loading a save to where it's just like loading to a crawl, which is why you don't want to have a lot of save files on that game. Which basically, to get around that little problem, is you basically always, if you beat the game once and unlock a bunch of other stuff to have a multi-second playthrough, so you have other stuff, specialization classes unlocked, just keep that one character save file. One file on your PS3. Works great too. Yeah, did I mention that you're walking around one massive civil war? While defunded by the Chantry and many other problems that this setting has. This might as well be medieval Earth, because the Chantry is a religious zealot organization. It is quite literally the Catholic Church. But the very first Dragon Age literally felt like a Lord of the Rings game. I mean, for God's sakes, the opening to the game looks like something straight out of Lord of the Rings. You have Duncan turning around to what might as well be the Eye of Sauron. If you think I'm joking, I'm not. Go look at the opening of the game. Dragon Age Origins, because Dragon Age Origins had a lot of inspiration, and when that game came out at the time, the Lord of the Rings movies had just been finished airing. They were at the Return of the King to maybe Two Towers, which Two Towers is still my favorite Lord of the Rings movie. And poor John just discovered what happened to Dawn in Gears of War, and he's pissed. So, yes, Bioware had a lot of games. What were some Bioware games you played, Libra?
Well, I did play Dragon Age Origins. Never finished it.
But could you tell that was meant to be a self-contained game, as I've pretty much harped on for a few minutes here? It wasn't technically meant to be a multi-franchise. That wasn't the original intention, I think. Actually, they've even stated, some of the older writers even said, yeah, we were kind of just wanting to make a standalone game. I could point to another game that is still a standalone game that could probably use an expansion that people have asked for but never got. Jade Empire. Yes, I know a lot of that game is inspired by China! But hey. And if you haven't played Jade Empire, what are you doing? Play it! It's like dirt cheap on good old games and Steam. If you don't want to hunt down a physical copy for Xbox. I can't remember what Windows program you have to have it to take up to it. I don't know if it plays on 10. Don't kill me, audience. I hate Windows 10, so there's my zealotry speaking on that one. Anybody who knows me knows I do not like Windows 10. It's just a preference.
Finally made it to the top.
Oh, I saw your video on how that might be the best game ever. Noctis, whatever you call it.
Oh,
Libra.
it's really fun.
If you're gonna groan, Libra, make sure you mute your mic.
Hmm?
Loud.
Oh, sorry. Oh, it's one of the best JRPGs.
How so?
It just is.
Story-wise, is it any good? Or is it just
Story,
gameplay-wise?
gameplay.
Because honestly, I gotta just tell you, a turn-based game by itself cannot save you. Oh, what do you know? I died. Also, they have this problem. There's too many restart points. Which in a way cheapens your character death too. Because in the old ones, if you died, you were screwed.
I heard she fled from Togetsu after an incident. I thought those Togetsu bastards killed Mother. I remember anyway.
So, Yuto's mom ran away from Togetsu, and then met her dad in Sumo?
German Sumeragi provided refuge to her. As he found out she was connected to Togetsu. That's why I bought this for. Investigating. Yuto, Kasane, you must know. This world is in danger. At the hands of the crew. Is not only to there are many people living.
Also, they made it very annoying with the switching of characters to upgrade.
Damn.
What?
Oh, what you just described. It's having to switch characters.
No, it's some of the upgrade mechanics are
Upgrade,
not
yeah.
very as polished. But then again, I could also point to many of the writings in this, and I swear I think the algorithm is screwing me over sometimes. Last few days. But then again, you could talk a little more, Libra. But I'm gonna blow my voice out completely talking completely about Bioware games by myself, which is what I was going to be doing for a while. Yay! Please contribute some.
See, the problem is, if I did play some Bioware games, I don't remember them.
Or what do you think of the Bioware writing in general would be helpful? I mean, I don't mean to scold my crew on things, but I swear to God I need help sometimes.
Bioware, the Bioware games are well written as far as I can tell. They have a lot of in-depth story when it comes to Bioware games. And the romance options can be funny. Like, I remember Phil, when he played Dragon Age Origins, he had some equipment on that, what was it? I think it was Milk Thuds or something. Anyways, it was funny.
He screwed himself over by locking himself out. Oh, you can do that too. You can cock block yourself in this game. Very easily.
Oh yeah, there is that. Yeah, I remember.
No, it's worse in Inquisition. That little problem's worse in Inquisition. It cranks it up to 11 because then you'll be like, eh? Well, who'd I piss off? What option did I do?
I'm glad everyone's alright.
It's too bad they're not around making games now.
Because they died due to Mass Effect Andromeda.
Nah.
Which was a very, very rushed game and a lot of problems involving that development. That is a typical example of development hell. Rushed product. I literally look at Andromeda after I get hurt by Mass Effect 3, which I swear I gotta play on stream one of these days. I'm still dreading when one of my funders, audiences, donates a game to me, which I will not say on stream right now, and that'll be a torture fest in itself. My crew already knows and is about to laugh their ass off at me. The only good saving grace to that damn amount of torture is least Leaper. In that game, are there religious zealots I get to kill?
What, in the Dragon Age?
In the game that we cannot say that was refunded, that we all hate.
Oh.
Are there religious zealots? There's religious zealots in that game, correct? A cult.
Yeah.
That you get to kill. And that's the only fun enemy, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay. One enemy to look forward type 2. Sorry, I enjoy getting rid of religious zealots. I mean... Anti-vaxxers, Jehovah's Witness news. Yes, I just took a political crack shot.
I'm not a fan of Jehovah's Witness.
Are you drunk?
No. Wait for my damn medicine to kick in.
You might wanna... Oh, also they pulled this trick off. If you get far away from the enemy, your allies will just auto-revive. Which is basically a very cheap tactic to pull. Now, I will say Dragon Age Inquisition did do one thing right. You gave me the, if I want to make my character look like a badass, I can make him look like a badass.
So lots of things you can do in character customization, which is good.
When it comes to the armors and stuff. Which, and this game has a ton of crafting options. I think I've said that quite a few times already. Inquisition takes crafting to almost an extreme level. Considering you're not funded by the Chantry, you almost have to build your army from the ground up. So you're given these little schematic things, and by the way, every time before Haven's attacked, normally I have my army very, 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 very powerful. Oh, great, and there's the farming trick too, which was dumb. Well, it's not dumb, it's useful, but if you want to farm and just make your character broken as hell early in the game, you can literally spend like 20 hours in the hinterlands finding little side quests and making your character. Congratulations, you've broke the game, especially if you have a mage class. Hell, Dragon Age Origins does it better on doing a game-breaking mechanic, because if you find something which is called the Arcane Warrior class, you can basically make, what it basically does is kind of cuckoo insane in that in itself, is you can make it so that your mage doesn't have to wear mage armor anymore. He can look like a warrior class. And you can have him set to basically do all sorts of insane stuff. Which might sound insane, but that's Dragon Age Origins. Dragon Age Origins has a lot of... I mean, just look at this. You see these little dots here? These are all side quests. I will spend hours doing this stuff because at the time on some days you don't need to wait a real time to get the action done. Yes, this game suffers that problem too. Yeah. I think you can tell I know way too much about BioWare's history. I mean, honestly, I think the one I would have more fun with is Final Fantasy, doing a history lesson on Final Fantasy, because holy crap, I would just sit here and rant more than BioWare. But BioWare I know more because I played every BioWare game growing up. And I don't know if that's sad. Oh, the power gimmick is actually game breaking too. Can I leave the world yet? Yeah, the quest map. Break on the world map. Go here, go here. Yep, and whoop! They also add the nice little convenient feature of fast travel. Well, John's pissed because of the that. I guess I see. I just read your comment. And you were watching, hello and welcome, by the way. All I gotta say is thank you. They didn't add the I should go feature that Commander Shepard suffered from constantly when saying goodbye to almost every single character. Now please where I can hear your TV. Whatever dragon roaring's going on.
Yeah, there's this big fucking
That
other.
Could you turn it down?
It's at 9.
It's that loud. Like I said, I'm trying not to be a jackass live on stream, but yeesh.
Oh, I got through. There we go. That segment was tough.
Are you
I
still
had to
playing
fucking
that
dodge
specific
things.
game?
What?
Are you still playing?
Yeah.
Have you beat it?
No, it's still pretty lengthy, which is good.
Well, how did you do a review if you didn't?
I said it's the best game. I didn't say nothing about a review.
But why would you do that if you haven't seen the ending?
Because it's good. I don't need to beat it to know it's the best game ever. One of the best games. Maybe Chris Tales will beat it. Who knows?
Can I help you with something? Just take it over there. One of my boys.
Farewell.
Great. Who did I piss off this time, my group?
Your kind killed the most holy. Lies.
Of course it had to be the mages and the freaking Templars at each other's throats right here.
Knight Commander.
That is not my title. We are not Templars anymore. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean exactly?
And the obstinate bureaucrat.
Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are.
Add me, Doc. Can you add the Doc one into the stream, please?
I could do that. Alright. Hang on. I'll do it.
The mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other for Knight's death.
Which is why
Conundrum, we got you.
proper authority to guide them back to order.
Who? You? Random clerics?
I'm like, damn chair.
The rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste.
I don't believe I'm on Andraste's head.
That laudable humility.
The Inquisition claims only that...
You say that now. We shall see.
Yeah, what's to stop the Inquisition to be used for many political gains? Because Lord forbid the Dragon Age
Conundrum, Kiwa's busy, so I add you instead.
Thank you, he's weaving out on Dragon Quest.
Not Dragon Quest, Dragon Age. If it was Dragon Quest, I'd be having the time of my life.
Dragon Age, under the company Biohazard.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. I was trying to get her to saying how
BioWare, it should be called Biohazard.
Yeah, they fucked up.
Well, now
Royally.
that are they defunct after the Andromeda thing? Are they really out of business?
Yes.
Mass Effect, the Andromeda strain.
Yes, the Andromeda strain killed everything on BioWare. Unfortunately, when Andromeda was coming out, you had two teams working on this and Andromeda. So they were only allowed before when Andromeda died, thankfully. Because when I look at Andromeda, I see a sick puppy at my doorstep that I can't help but want to, and I can't kick the puppy, but I can kick the puppy away from me.
Oh, by the way, I added you to the featured channels, Keo.
Oh, thank you.
Now you can get off my dick about it.
Jesus!
Oh, guess what else has happened?
I don't know.
It's a Gundam now as part of the Phantom Menace.
What?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
great.
Okay. Later today, I will be doing a roasty on It's a Gundam. I might even end the specific history lesson and make a part 2.
Why would you join that group? They're dead. They're literally on death's door.
The thing is, he joined them because of I Am Not Starfire.
Oh my god.
Conundrum, would you like me to? I can come back to chat. I can come back to this because It's a Gundam's had it coming for a while. It's a Gundam's had it coming on the YouTube history lessons. Because if he's not part of the Phantom Menace, I need to stop this so I can roast that fucker.
Yeah,
Why
he was a
would you
part of their
join the
podcast.
Sissy crew.
Well, they needed somebody to replace Doomcock.
Okay, let me finish talking to this one character here. And
I know,
then...
but it's a Gundam. He should have been smarter. Come on.
I don't care. It's a Gundam. It's time for your head to be served on a pike. And my pike, when I get done with the specific...
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think the guy is in love with trannies.
Okay, well, just give me a second to at least hit the little side quest thing, which I can do.
Oh, yeah, Libra. I added you to featured channels also, and John.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
No man's positions. There's that. While this is all doing in real time, I'm going to go basically for a little bit and...
To be honest, I just found out I'm lucky I was able to donate plasma with my iron being at 39 instead of the usual 45.
Yeah, how much? You've been donating a lot lately. That's why I asked you to donate. It's like, don't they have a limit? Because your iron count can go down.
Thing is, you do it twice a week.
Damn.
every month, every month, every week, twice a week.
Oh, I thought it was like twice a month. Now,
No,
or like a few times a month. The conundrum.
I'm actually almost up to. Once I get 100 donations, I get the VIP treatment.
Okay. Well, hold on a second. Chat. I'm going to stop this stream real quick. Pick a different game because It's a Gundam's head needs to be served and cut off the Gundam and get out of the mech. Because if you just turned to Phantom Menace, you deserved a special history lesson.